Hi everyone, this is Penny with Evil Sizer. I wanted to just broadcast a scam alert that I noticed. This was a new one that's run across my junk mail. That's where I found it, was in my junk mail, as you can see right here. And it just struck me odd when I saw this. It caught my eye, and I figured if it caught my eye, it probably will catch yours too. So here's what I received. I received this email that says, "Dear Carrier, effective immediately, the U.S. Department of Transportation has consolidated the MC and DOT number into one PIN." Well, this is correct, but this happened back in April. And then it has a link to request a PIN here. So if I just kind of roll over it like that, you'll notice there's just a lot of code here. And then, for greater security measures, you may choose to reset the PIN to have a unique PIN sent to your email. And then there's some official language here. So I wanted to dig a little further. And again, I found this in my junk mail, as you can see. So the first thing I did was to come up here and look to see where it came from. And it came from a DOT-PIN.us email, as it were. It did not say .gov. So anything coming from .gov is the government, usually, unless somebody's been hacked. But this one is not, clearly. And then at the bottom, I noticed it's a DOT PIN system. Well, is this a corporation? What's the company behind it? There's no phone number anywhere. There is an address. So I started doing some investigating. I really wanted to check and see what's going on. So the first thing I did was I went to the Secretary of State in Connecticut, since that's where they said they're from. So let's see. Let's just go back here. So I was looking for the word DOT, and I came up with somebody that the status is dissolved, but they're not in the same, they might be close, but the address doesn't match everything else. And then I noticed the address, so I stuck it in my search engine and couldn't come up with a 32 Amity Street in New London, Connecticut. There's a 22, but there's not a 32. And then when I went to map it, it just kind of showed a parking lot. So then I took this address and I went over to the U.S. Postal Service. So let's do that. If you come up to mail and ship, down to look up a zip code, find the address, and here we go. There's no information here. There's usually a delivery point code. There can be some other information. It's just as if there were a 32 Amity, it would be on this carrier route. So let's go back. I want you to see the difference. So let's show a valid address with the zip code, and you'll see now we have a 4-digit extension, and so you'll see where there's been fields filled in. So now, I know that the 32, the address over here on this email is bogus. There's no point of contact other than an email. That just seems a little fishy to me. So I clicked on the address, or on the email link, and I came here. And so this is what I have, and this information is pretty accurate, where the DOT PIN, it has replaced your docket PIN. So if you're a carrier and you had a docket PIN, it's no longer valid, but your DOT replaced it. So then if I click here, this is what kind of threw me in a little tizzy here was you just have to pay money. They're not asking for your DOT number. They're not asking for your EIN, which you would need to get your PIN. They're not asking for a lot of information here other than we just want your email and your money. And $39 to reset the PIN. But it's cheaper to request a new PIN. So, and again, it's $29. So they're just collecting your money. I'm not sure what happens on the other end and why anyone would pay to get their PIN. And I'm going to show you how to do that for free. So then I just kind of had a thought. I wanted to see what I come up with. So there's still not an about page. So it's just all fishy. So let's see, sign into what? So you can create an account, but for what? So I would not recommend this site at all. So here's how you can get your PIN without paying any money to anybody. So if you go to safer.fmcsa.dot.gov, click on that. This is like your dashboard. This is what I recommend everyone to look at as their dashboard. And then scroll down and you've got two options. You can have it emailed or you can have it mailed to the address that's on file. If your address on file is not correct, you don't want to do this option. But if you have a current email on file or a current cell phone number on file, I would click this. Otherwise, you've got to send in an MCS 150, get that adjusted, and then you can request your PIN. So you can request a current PIN, whatever PIN is out there assigned to your DOT number right here, or you can have it reset. So let's just click this one, and this is the information that you need to order your PIN. So you'll need your DOT number, you'll need your EIN that's on file with the government. If you don't know that, you're going to have to send in an MCS 150 by paper first. And then list your carrier name, go to the Safer system, copy and paste that information right here. And that's the legal name. That's the first line of your company name, however it reads. List your name, list your title, and then when you continue, here's the first step. It's going to ask you for a 6-digit number. Once you get that, either by email or by cell phone, by your text, enter that in there, and they give you 30 minutes to do that. So it's not something that you want to walk away from your computer. So you'll get that, and then the next email that comes is your alphanumeric DOT PIN. So you don't have to pay $39. You don't have to pay $29. This, to me, is an unethical business practice because there's no company behind this. It all just kind of looks good, kind of not. You can log in, but again, websites should have contact information. You should be able to call them up and say, hey, I want to know what your services are. And then I was just kind of backing up to their main website, and again, there's nothing here. It just kind of tells you what's out here. So don't get caught up in this. This is a scam. Be sure to dig a little deeper when you're trying to find someone to work with. You can call me. I help people all the time just get their PINs, and I don't charge anything. But it's so simple, you can do it online. So I just wanted to throw out the scam alert. And I thought this one was important because it just seemed a little shady in my opinion. So if you have any questions, comment below and I'll be happy to ask them or answer them. So have a great day and I will talk to you soon. Bye.